Before we begin, get this. You'll thank me later. Hey guys, it's your girl Kindy. With the recent success of the Fallout TV show, it seems like Fallout has really gotten a major resurgence in popularity. Bethesda is finally giving it the attention it deserves again, people are getting into it, new and old, and really it just seems like Fallout is back on track. Save for a few hiccups like Fallout 4's new next-gen update, which broke every mod for the game, and it's going to take a while for the mods to be fixed because the script extender has to update to accommodate the new content. While the Fallout show is a really interesting watch and very great for both fans and people who want to get into the franchise, it can be vastly different from the games. So if you want the games to be similar to the show, then follow this guide for Fallout 4 as I go over some mods that'll make the game feel more like the show. While there may be spoilers for the show, I'll try to keep them to a minimum. Here we go. For starters, the Fallout show has this sandy vibe and everywhere feels like a desert. So for the first mod we're going to get Badlands 2. And Badlands 2 Housed Waste to Sand. These two mods combined will change up the entire Commonwealth to feel like it's very sandy and desert-like, sort of like the show. For the next mods, we're going to get some mods to recreate some of the main characters from the show. Lucy Maclean, the Ghoul, and Maximus. To start off with Lucy, you could find pretty much any character preset on Nexus and it'll work fine. I recommend this one right here. As for Lucy's outfit, I'd recommend her Vault 33 jumpsuit and her Vault 33 backpack, as well as the needler pistol that she uses in the show. Moving on to Maximus, it gets a little bit more complicated, as he wears a different type of power armor in the show, the T60, which we see in Fallout 4, but it has a special logo on it which we don't see, which is why I'd recommend this power armor texture replacer to make it look more like the show, as well as this outfit which will give him the under armor. Also, if you see in the show, you'll notice that when people are wearing power armor, their voice tends to get a filter, which is why I'd also recommend this mod to add that same filter to Fallout 4. Here, take a listen. Also, really quick, flashing lights warning, my HUD was flickering for some reason, I don't know why. It ends once the gameplay ends, so just listen if you have epilepsy.
Hey, you ready to help out? And the only trouble is, I've got my hands full here. Do you think you could go help out with the settlement?
What kind of help do they need?
Sounded like the usual, raiders. You'll have to get all the details when you talk to them.
I'd be glad to help.
That's fantastic. The Minutemen could use more people like you. By the way, if you want to help out around here at all, talk to Sturgis. I'm sure he'd be glad for all the help he can get.
Sanctuary. I knew you'd...
I used to live here. A long time ago.
Ah, but the distant path, the psychic...
You're an addict. You need help.
Oh, not this again. We have never...
Right?
All right, kid. You got me.
Now that we're done with Maximus, let's move on to who in my opinion is the hardest one to replicate, the Ghoul. You need a playable Ghoul race mod, such as this one, and a preset that's compatible with the mod. However, the rest is pretty easy to fix. You just need to get his special revolver shotgun, and some outfit mods that add a proper duster and cowboy hat so you look more like him too. I say it's hard because the only ghoul race mod I could find that worked with the preset made the default race ghouls. So yeah, if you do this, you have no choice but to play as a ghoul unless you uninstall the mod. Now for the Pip-Boy. I'd recommend the Chrome Pip-Boy mod, as well as this other one, which makes it look more like it's from the show. Sadly, the model isn't different, but I hope that could change someday. For the last mod, I'd recommend this one, which changes the intro to be the one from the Fallout show. And now that's pretty much it. We've turned Fallout 4 into the show. Now onto some more mods that I'd recommend, which don't make it more like the show, but I personally recommend it for a better experience. I'd recommend America Rising 2, so that you can actually join the Enclave and have an entire new quest line. I'd also recommend Roleplayer's Extended Dialogue, so that you can actually use different sort of dialogue options. This could help if you're playing as Maximus, because if you're wearing power armor, you could get very unique dialogue options where you're intimidating people because of your power armor. I'd also recommend Mutant Menagerie, as it adds the Gulper that we see in the show, as well as several other creatures that could also be from the show. I'd also recommend Start Me Up Redux, which adds a bunch of new starting options, so you don't have to play as the sole survivor. I'm not sure if there's one that lets you play as a vault dweller from a different vault, but you could try it out if you just want to play as someone who isn't the sole survivor. And kind of a controversial choice, it's really up to you, but if you want the Minutemen to be changed to the NCR, then I'd recommend this mod right here. But I wouldn't recommend it because it uses AI voicing to change most people's dialogue to say NCR instead of Minutemen. I always think that you should pay real actors to do real voicing, and you shouldn't use AI, so I wouldn't recommend it unless they actually got some actors to revoice the lines. It might sound a bit amateur, but it's better than nothing. So, with all of these mods, you could turn Fallout 4 into the optimal Fallout show experience. I'm sure there's mods for Fallout New Vegas and other games too, which actually make it more like the show, so I'd recommend those for those games too. I personally think New Vegas is one of the best games, but with the right tweaking and mods for Fallout 4, it can be a decent experience. The same cannot be said about 76. So, that's gonna do it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Be sure to like, subscribe, let me know what you guys want to see me do next time. Let me know if you're interested in more videos covering the Fallout show. With its recent resurgence, I plan to do a lot more Fallout content. I have a video coming right now on the classic games and why people should play them more, so look forward to that in the next coming months. And I'll see you guys next time. I'll leave you now with this footage of the game, and goodbye.